Oh, welcome. I just finished up the our official post-game podcast. I'm gonna jump over here with y'all now on TikTok, and we're gonna continue the conversation. Talk about this dub on Sunday Night Football here. Let me get myself situated here. I need my drink. I got my chair over here, situated in the bar green room area. It's time for the unofficial post-game reaction. Just finished up our official post-game podcast that we have. The second every Raider game goes final whistle blows, we go live at the game, in studio, wherever we're at. We did have one of our members of the team was there tonight. Raider Myron was in the house. I will be at the Miami game next week. And that's a big motherfucking game now, man. That's a hot ticket, baby. That's a hot ticket. Raiders are right there. These next two games are huge. You got to win one of the two. You got to be 6-6 going into the bye to even have a chance. So you got to beat a real team. You picked low hanging fruit all season, and that's fine. No problem with that. You got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Now you got to beat somebody you're not supposed to beat. That's how you get into the postseason in the National Football League. But that was a great fucking win. It's all about the running game and defense. Spillane, what a fucking dog Spillane has been, man. Cast on his hand, playing like old school fucking Raider linebacker. Beautiful, beautiful thing. What's up? Jose, yeah, just one, baby, just one. What's up, Gabe? That is a great win. Back to 500. It keeps you relevant. But, hey, man, I'm being realistic. The Raiders have not beat a relevant team yet this season. The next 2 weeks are the season. But hey, you're allowed to enjoy a victory in the National Football League. It's okay. I don't want to hear about next fucking week yet. We'll talk about next week on my Tuesday podcast. We'll break it down. But guess what? When you win in the National Football League, it's not an easy thing to do, and you're allowed to enjoy it that night. And that's what we're going to do, Raider Nation. We're going to enjoy it tonight. What's up, Coach T? Great win, man. OG King, what's up? Great win, man. Great win. What do you think about Josh? Hey, the Jets' defense is a legit defense, and the fact that Josh and the offensive line can go out there and go for over a century mark, that was big, man. That was big. I mean, Aiden didn't look spectacular. He went, but he had the one big pass when it counted, and the defense bailed him out on the bad turnover. And the defense was it's all about the defense to me. Defense and the running game. It's all about the running game on the offensive side of the ball. The other side of the ball was just huge. Huge. Yeah, the Jets' D is legit. So, I mean, the fact that they were able to get it done and be successful. And now, the first half, I didn't like the game plan in the first half. I thought they came out and they didn't play to the strength of the rookie. They were not scared of the game plan of coming out and trying to throw the ball and stretch the field a little bit with Aiden O'Connell. They were not worried about that. They were loading up the box. This defense was not worried about them. They were coming. And that was making it hard for you to really get the run established a little bit, because you just needed to dedicate to the run and pound it. And finally, when they did, they started to have success. Aiden plays off of the run, I think, more than he's going to be the guy that goes out there and leads. And that's fine. You can win that way. I think this team, that's the way this team's built. Old school style football. Hard-nosed defense, run blocking, getting 100 yards on the ground, playing off of that, play action. There's nothing wrong with that. I did too, man. I hate being negative right after a win. I thought he stayed in the pocket too long. We were talking about it in our Raider reaction chat with the guys that I run the page with. And I was like, damn, somebody tell that fucking kid you're allowed to leave the pocket. Fuck. You know, they did the one time and then they called it back because of a holding. Yeah, he's got to use his legs. He's got to understand in this league, it's okay to be a pocket passer. Man, you got to know, you got to have that fucking clock in your head. And when the fucking timer goes off, you got to be moving. You got to know when it's time to step up and go. You can't stay in there. You stay in there, it's going to be bad. You can't stay in there. So he's young. He'll get better with that, but, we'll see. It's a big test, man, this next couple games. It's a big test. But this was a good win. Back-to-back wins. This was a must-win. You could not put yourself in the situation where you had to basically must-win the next 2 games going into the bye. You got to give yourself a slip-up in one of those 2 games and be realistic. It's all about mathematics at this point. Because if you can, just one of the 2 teams, beat one of them, Kansas City or Miami, and you're sitting 6-6 going into the bye. That's dirty playoff grind, playoff time NFL football win is what that was. It wasn't pretty. There was nothing to brag about it except you're walking away with a W stuck in your pocket, and that's all that really fucking matters at this point in the season, dude. You're 2 weeks away from a complete overhaul of the team, and you've managed to put together 2 W's. You got lucky that schedule-wise, you got a couple fucking low-hanging fruit bottom feeder teams that are beat up, that are at crossroads in their seasons because of injury, and you got them both at home. I mean, the stars aligned for Raider Nation to have a nice little mid-season rebirth. And fuck it. Let's roll with it. He's playing all right. Let the kid play. You play to his inexperience. And I don't say that in a negative light. I know it sounds, because he's